Yo, what is up, buddy? I am the Last Mustang, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Star Wars Battlefront Easter eggs. In this episode, we're going to be basically going over all of the Easter eggs in the two brand new maps that have been added for free, the two new Walker Assault maps, Twilight on Hoth and Survivors of Endor. So guys, it's been about a month since Twilight on Hoth was released to us for free, and about a few weeks since Survivors of Endor was released to us for free. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys what all the Easter eggs that we have found so far for these two maps, and just remember that there could still be more out there, as just recently there was one found for the Twilight on Hoth map. So if you feel like doing some more Easter egg hunting yourself, go ahead and do so, because there's probably still more out there for you guys to find. So guys, these are all the Easter eggs that we've found for these few maps so far. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So guys, this first Easter egg here is one that was found not too long ago, and is probably the biggest Easter egg in Star Wars Battlefront to date. So if you're playing as the Empire on Walker Assault on Twilight on Hoth, and you're at the very beginning of the match, go ahead and run on over to the bottom right of the map, and just past where the AT-ATs walk, you will find a bundle of boulders and rocks covered in snow that actually hold a small Wampa cave. Now in this Wampa cave, you will actually be able to find a live Wampa. However, you are not able to get to him. You can still see him eating the remains of a Tauntaun, and also shoot him, getting his attention. He is going to be over to the far left of the cave, and if you look through the stalagmites and stalactites, you will be able to see him far off in the distance, munching away on what's left of a little bit of some Tauntaun. And if you do shoot him and land a shot, he will actually look your way. One really cool thing I would love to mention about this Easter egg is also, if you look to the right of the Wampa's little cave, you can actually see the bones of a Tauntaun that has been hung upside down, just like Luke was in The Empire Strikes Back. Another really awesome Easter egg is at the back of the map. If you play on the Rebels side, you can see in an iceberg a Tauntaun frozen inside the iceberg, and this is the first ever Tauntaun that we have in 3D form. We've had a 2D Tauntaun that you can actually see on the tutorial mission out in the distance, but this is the first 3D model that we've ever seen, making me wonder if we'll actually see in the future Tauntauns that are actually rideable. Now if you play on the Survivors of Endor map, you will find inside the cave of spiders lots of larger spiders that will actually crawl across the ground. I happened to spot this one without it spotting me, so it didn't move till I began shooting at it. Now not only can you find loads of spiders across the ground, but you can also find spiders on spider webs crawling upwards whenever you run near it, because of course you scare it away. But there is one thing that a lot of people have not noticed yet about the Cave of Spiders, and that is a massive, absolutely massive spider that can be found in a hole in the ceiling of the largest cavern in the cave. The best way to really see this thing is if you climb up on this central pillar here and look up, and you can see the spider in all of its magnificence and awesomeness. It is absolutely massive, and it's something I really didn't notice till I saw a YouTube video about it, and it really surprised me that this was actually up there all that time. This thing is absolutely massive, and it's really hard to see it, but if you use certain abilities like grenades and maybe even orbital strike binoculars, you can get a little bit of a better view of this creature and how large it truly is. And maybe the reason there's a small cage in this cavern is because of this absolute massive monster. Maybe the Ewoks are afraid of it, and they give it food, or maybe even prisoners. Now, one of the main reasons that a lot of the Forest of Endor is on fire in this map is because of massive war machines of the Empire that have fallen apart, like this gigantic AT-AT, which seems to have lost its leg and then hobbled over into a few trees where the back of it exploded, possibly from either Ewoks dismantling one of the legs, crawling on it and tearing it apart, or maybe even rebels hopping inside one, throwing a few grenades, and running. Either way, the fire caused from this massive AT-AT is the cause of a little bit of the fire around the AT-AT that has burned much of the forest down. Now, if you look between the spider caves and the Ewok village, you will actually see a TIE fighter that has managed to crash itself into the Forest of Endor, and the fire caused from the TIE fighter crash has also lit large portions of this forest on fire, which makes for some really awesome scenery to fight in. And it seems that when this TIE fighter crashed, it took out some trees with it, and also lost one of its wings. And finally, the last Easter egg I have for you guys is if you're in the Ewok village and you happen to look out over the cliff, you can see a massive Imperial satellite dish that has actually been blown to shreds, and also lit some of the forest on fire around it. So guys, that is it for this Easter egg video. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like. Also, comment down below letting me know if there's any Easter eggs that I did miss, and if there were any Easter eggs that you've noticed in other maps that a lot of people haven't noticed either. So that is it, guys, for this video. Please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. I'm almost at 4,000 subscribers, which is absolutely awesome. Thank you guys for all of your support. Peace, and may the Force be with you.